all you need to know. The Bloomberg Quint podcast that prepares you for the day's business. Good morning. You're listening to the Daily Morning Update from Bloomberg Quint and I'm Alex Matthew. Today is the last day of 2019 and I know that you've got lots of things on your mind, but here's everything that you need to know at the start of your day. The Hinduja Group is preparing a bid to buy grounded carrier Jet Airways India, according to people familiar with the matter who spoke to Bloomberg. The UK-based group, which is run by brothers Gopichand and Ashok Hinduja, plans to submit an expression of interest by the 15th of January deadline, which signals its intent to make a formal offer. The brothers are looking for a partner to bid, though. Financial creditors to Dewan Housing Finance Corporation have submitted claims worth 86,892 crore rupees against the mortgage lender taken to insolvency courts by the central bank. R. Subramanya Kumar, who is the administrator appointed by the Reserve Bank of India, has so far admitted claims worth nearly 80,980 crore rupees before the insolvency proceedings begin, according to information available on the DHFL website. In the aftermath of the PMC bank crisis, the RBI proposed to lower the lending limit of urban cooperative banks, and urban cooperative banks' exposure limits will now be revised to 10% of Tier 1 capital for a single borrower and 25% for a group of connected borrowers. That compares with the existing limits of up to 15% and 40% respectively. In the telecom space, Reliance Jio added the highest number of active subscribers it ever has since inception in October, despite deciding to start charging customers for voice calls. The company added 1.44 crore active users, according to data compiled by Bloomberg Quint, taking the number of total active users on its network above the industry average of 82.9%. Tata Sons chairman Natarajan Chandrasekaran has said that uncertainties will persist in the new year, but exuded confidence that the Tata Group is better placed to take on challenges. In a year-end letter to employees, he said the group is stronger, more resilient, and future-ready now, and is moving decisively on financial fitness and operational efficiencies. Now, I know that most of you have already done this, but the deadline for the mandatory linking of permanent account number or PAN with Aadhaar has been extended once again till March next year, that is 2020, according to a notice by the Central Board of Direct Taxes. The earlier deadline was meant to be today. Army Chief General Bipin Rawat was yesterday appointed as the country's first Chief of Defence Staff, whose mandate will be to bring in convergence in functioning of the Indian Army, Navy and Air Force. His appointment takes effect today. In international news, in the US, the White House's leading China hawk, trade advisor Peter Navarro, said yesterday that a preliminary trade deal with Beijing is completed. He was speaking to Fox News. He declined to confirm a report by the South China Morning Post that Chinese emissaries led by Vice Premier Liu He will be traveling to Washington this weekend to sign the accord. In international markets, volumes continue to remain thin. US averages fell between 0.6 and 0.7%, prompting speculation that equity markets in the Asia-Pacific region will also fall. Only the Australian benchmark was trading from amongst the early risers in the Asia-Pacific region, and it was lower by as much as 1.4% last I checked. With that, it's over to Darshan Mehta for the trade setup for the day in India. Good morning, Darshan. How are we looking at the end of the year?
Hi, Alex. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Global cues are rather weak at this point of time. The STX Nifty is also indicating a downtick of almost 40 points at this point. In terms of stocks to watch, TRAI came out with the data for October. Reliance Jio added the most subscribers despite the price hike that it had taken in October. So Jio added 1.44 crore active users. That's the most that they did in the last 3 years. Airtel added in 68.2 lakh active users. It's the first time in the last 12 months. And Vodafone Idea lost 7.4 lakh active users, and it's the lowest in the last 11 months. In terms of active market share, in terms of percent, Bharti Airtel has 31.5%, Jio has 31%, and Vodafone Idea has 30.8%. Bloomberg reports on Jet Airways. They say that Hinduja Group is preparing a bid to buy the company. According to people familiar with the matter, the group plans to submit an expression of interest by 15th Jan, which is the deadline. RBL Bank has approved allotment of 1.98 crore shares worth 676 crores at rupees 340.7 per share. The funds to which this has been given include Eastbridge Capital Master Fund, FEG Mauritius, Ishana Capital Master Fund, and WF Asian Fund. In terms of other stocks, Chalet Hotels has entered into 5 new agreements with the Marriott International Group for 1,500 plus keys in luxury and upper circle hotel tiers. PTC India Financial has received fresh sanctions for a term loan of 500 crores from Bank of India for a period of 10 years. The funds are for lending to infra projects and for other operational requirements. Syntex Industries has defaulted in the payments of NCD's interest worth 3.5 crores that were due on December 30th. Dish TV, in which the promoter Direct Media Distribution Ventures sold in 2.47 crores shares in a block deal yesterday. JSGG Infra Developers LLP was the buyer. And in brokerages, Kotak has come out with a note on banks. They say that the marginal rise in stress is mostly led by loans outside large corporate segment. Earnings recovery is gradually underway and could accelerate as credit costs decline sharply. And they believe SBI and ICICI Bank would be the key beneficiaries. But there's much more you need to know before trade actually starts. For that, log on to our website bloombergquint.com and click on the All You Need to Know tab, and you will be prepared for morning trade.
Thanks, Harshan. And as always, thank you all for listening in. Now do stay safe this New Year's Eve, and don't forget to check out Bloomberg Quint over the course of today. This is Alex Matthews signing off. Have a great day and a brilliant New Year's Eve.
I hope you enjoyed listening to All You Need to Know. Did you know that you can listen to the show on the IVM Podcast app? On the IVM Podcast app, along with this, we have a number of other shows which you think you'll enjoy. Listen to Cyrus Says with Cyrus Brocha as the host. Listen to Paisa Vaisa with Anupam Gupta. The Scene and the Unseen with Amit Verma. Or Shunya One hosted by Shiladitya Mukhopadhyay and myself. Check out the IVM Podcast app to get more talk content that you will enjoy.